Hello, everybody. Welcome to Honesty Hour. This is episode number 6.
7, 6.
Okay.
6.5.
I mean, you'd think at the second time of asking, you'd get it right, eh? The reason why I say it's the second time of asking is we were speaking now. We had a lekker old conversation. It sort of fizzled into nothingness, fell into the abyss of the internet because the file crashed. So this is take 2. But I feel like we're still fresh now. How do you guys feel?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I hate that word. Let's introduce you so that the listeners know who you are. Introduce yourselves, actually.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nathaniel.
I am 20 years old, much like Sammy's. We shared that connection in high school.
Hey, this is true. We were a year younger
The young guys.
than the rest of our peers.
Kids. Yeah.
Or
I'm the uncle.
exceptional. Miracle child.
Other word.
Okay, so the reason why I needed to introduce you, these are my friends. This is a bit overdue. We were going to do this a while ago, and it's been a while since the last episode. But I'm excited to be back, to be having lekker conversations, you know? So let's get started on these origin stories.
Oh my word.
I'm with Jaden during high school. I'm sorry to bring this up
No,
again.
it's fine. It's public knowledge at this point.
Also,
I did an ad for a charity, like a cancer charity,
No.
at 13. So it was for teenagers because they have nothing to do at the hospital while they're getting chemo. They just sit there
Yeah.
in the beds.
And so you were there
They
to
get depressed.
entertain them.
No. I was the ad to get them funding for like PlayStations and PCs and whatnot.
Nice.
Only problem was I didn't look 13
How old did you look?
because at the time I was on a steroid called prednisone,
Okay.
and that makes your cheeks swell up, so you have this baby face.
Mm.
No matter who you are,
Okay.
you will have a baby face. And yeah, I didn't like the ad personally.
Did you watch it back a lot?
Yeah, no, twice maximum.
Okay. But is the ad still running?
Ethan saw it actually. Some couple of people at school saw it, like final year or grade
Okay.
11.
So this is just an
then-
ad in like YouTube circulation and stuff.
I'm not sure where it is. I think it's on the website. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can pull up the link probably.
That would be amazing. You know what I want to do? I want to get a screenshot of you in the ad
Yo,
as a
look.
thumbnail. Unless you don't want that, in which
No,
case
that's
we
fine.
won't.
That's an old person. I don't know anymore. That person died.
Well,
time
I
ago.
mean, that person didn't die, which is sort
Person
of
died
the
long
success of the story, eh?
Sure, we can go with that.
Okay, so let's just give some context. Jaden, I was introduced to me as, do you know that guy walking there? I was like, yeah, what of him? I was like, so then they told me he had cancer. And at that point, I think it was in remission, no?
I was in remission like 2 weeks into, like 1 month into it.
Okay.
And then they just keep you on there because they want to see you fade away slowly.
Pain.
Yeah.
But all the teachers used to speak
Oh,
lovingly
they were
of
so
you.
weird about it. It's like they greet you with like a hi. You know what you went through.
Let's do a
They-
verbal a verbal description of the face you just made. You
Oh,
said
it's so bad.
they greet you with like almost like a fake pretentious
Yes.
smile, just like,
'Cause-
oh, I take pity on you, like.
Because only like one teacher actually knew what happened, but I'm sure they spoke about it in the
Sure, they spoke about it.
teachers
I
lounge or
heard
whatever.
Mr. Miller, who was our former principal, say, we have a boy in your grade who's so brave. And then I thought, yeah, you're not all brave, Jaden. I didn't think that at the time.
grade 9 he did a speech because I achieved good results.
Uh,
I wasn't there because I didn't have lists. So I said I'm at the hospital. I was at home. Anyway, I didn't know he was gonna do the thing, the speech. But some friend, my mother's friend from also had a child there, said there was a speech about Jaden. People cried. Anyway, I
I'm
like
trying to
that
think if I was
wasn't there.
crying.
No, it's grade 9, so I'm sure you weren't there. End of grade 9.
Yeah.
It was at the awards ceremony thing.
Hey, I was at the award ceremony
In
at the
grade
end of
9.
grade
You
9.
came, didn't you come in grade 10?
No, grade 9.
Okay.
You get awards in grade 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the A for accounting. It was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Accounting in grade 9.
For EMS.
Yeah,
EMS.
Just checking.
Hey, Nathaniel calling me out here.
Yeah. Was amateur.
So
Good
I
teacher.
was
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, yeah. I didn't like her, but like that's got nothing to do with, that's just like, you can still respect the those who have okay.
It's normally the difficult kids that don't like the teachers.
No, I don't think
Just
there's some teachers who just you're not compatible with. I'm glad you got along with all of your teachers, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Every single one
No.
of them.
They all loved me.
Afrikaans teacher hated you, I'm sure.
That lady.
Even though you helped her with the PC, like so much.
That lady loved me. After the class, when we didn't have class, she's like the sweetest lady ever. But in class, I was always disturbing her, being irritating.
What was Nathaniel like in class?
Difficult.
This guy,
Difficult.
we'd come from break. Then he'd pull out his lunchbox.
Yeah. I'm not gonna eat on the field. It's like, no.
Why not?
Field is dirty, Sam.
Oh,
Field is dirty.
yeah. And those classroom desks are the cleanest surfaces you can find.
I mean, it's good.
Did you just want to be like a rebel to the system?
Yeah, 100%.
But the lunch didn't taste any better when you started eating
No,
it
it did.
in
I
illegal
looked him
time.
in the eyes. I'm like,
When it's wrong, it's so much better.
The crime.
Mhm.
The crime makes it taste
Yeah.
better. But so I met Nathaniel during high school, and then we were acquaintances, and then sort of became close after high school. The same as Jaden. Although I got to know you in grade 12 in the mornings and stuff. We hung around similar circles. But it was interesting because I spoke to you at some point about like the way people perceive your survival, no? And like it's almost like they have this idea of who you are before they meet you, and then when you walk in, they're like, "Oh, I must, treat him like, oh, this is so cute, He's
oh look,
so much patronizing in a way,
Yeah, but you can't really blame them because it makes them uncomfortable, and that's just how they deal with it. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And I like that too.
No.
Good.
See, I only hang around the people who treat me like just a guy.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't want that to be the defining thing in your life, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, that's accurate. That's why I didn't like the speech with Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys, because we speak about self-improvement and stuff quite a bit in our personal lives. Why do you think you were put on the earth? Also, I suppose because there's an assumption that's in that question, which is that you think you were put on the earth for a specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you are here for a reason? And why do you think you are here?
Short answer, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've thought about it, especially when I was dying, but I didn't really reach any conclusion other than just here because you're here.
But there wasn't any moment where you thought this is like self-realization?
I mean, no, because then you'd think if I have the purpose, then I saw people like die. So then what was that? What was that doing? Yeah,
because you've revealed
it was random nonsense.
You revealed something to me that I thought was like maybe not self-actualization, more just like practical wisdom, where you were like, stop caring so much what other people think, because like I was dying, and at that like moment, it doesn't matter. The last thing you care about is what the public perception of you is. I guess that could be a guiding philosophy, but it doesn't explain your existence. Nathaniel, you've been thinking about this.
I don't have an answer. I've been struggling to find a purpose in life, so I can't answer you at this moment.
Are you striving to find purpose?
Struggling to find.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you prioritize it?
No.
So you just like sort of like take each day as it comes, type of situation. 100%. The reason why I asked the question, I was in church yesterday, and I wrote something on a piece of paper, and then I thought, I'm gonna leave this piece of paper in the drawer at church. Whoever comes afterwards can see the piece of paper, see what I've written, and I can like communicate to it, like they'll know something that was in my head just based on this piece of paper. Like, how mad is that? If you think of it, like, I'm long gone. I could be doing what I could be in the abyss, I could be. Where do people go? The furthest edges of depravity in the streets of Las Vegas.
Okay.
And this person at Steenberg Church will know what I was trying to communicate.
The cleaner will just take the paper and
Exactly.
But I thought, that's such a quiet idea. The fact that we can, like, communicate
What did you write?
past time. I forgot.
My days.
But the cleaner will know. But I just thought, like, maybe I'm here to write things down, man.
I'd say, turn this piece of
Look
paper
behind
down.
you.
And then they turn it around and say, why would you listen to a piece of paper? Just so they look silly. And then that would entertain me for like years and years and years.
Just the thought.
That piece of paper made my day. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know. I thought, like, maybe that's why God put me on the planet. Is to write things to express ideas, that can last longer than. I mean, the podcast is a variation of it. Putting things out there that will, like, outlast me, and it's like I'm trying to figure stuff out, you trying to figure stuff out. It's like a collaborative effort.
People do the same thing with kids. Just by the by.
What do you mean?
They make kids. The kids are like them. It continues on and on.
That seems unselfish. I mean, that seems selfish. That seems like a bad reason for wanting kids.
Why would you want kids then?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Why you?
Yeah.
Because
what?
That's life.
Yeah, it's just a biological need, instinct.
We have to.
To all this time.
Impulse.
So
Yeah, maybe.
you're suffering in life. Petrol's expensive. Groceries are expensive.
I'm that. I'll do it out of spite. I'll bring them into the world out
so
of
that
spite.
they can suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, but
That's a
why?
joke,
Why do
obviously.
we have the? Yeah, because life isn't suffering, right? Life is like it's a privilege. 'Cause
Sure.
you wouldn't know what petrol prices were even if you weren't here. You wouldn't know the beauty that comes along with it. You wouldn't know how like a Gatsby tastes. If
Okay, no, the Gatsby.
was it in this one or the last one where we spoke about the bus drivers and Gatsby's?
The last one.
Was it
The one lost to the void.
The one lost to the void. We were speaking about the dangers of eating Gatsby's, guys, because
The bus driver was fat. Some context.
You don't do a lot of cardio behind the wheel, so.
But if you think about
I mean, if you don't have power steering,
the movement,
But
the
a
bus is big.
usually has
Yeah.
power steering.
if your bus doesn't have power steering, maybe don't
and
get
you
in the
must
bus.
walk down that stairs every single day, up and down.
It's 3 steps.
I know. To lift up his leg, it's yeah.
That will-
Just saying.
So Nathaniel, you prioritize fitness clearly because
100%.
You like water. You pursuing the.
Do you like water, Jordan?
He loves water. He
Are
loves it.
you answering for him? Okay.
No, not just that question.
Okay. Yeah. But then, do you have like a fitness strategy?
Not at all. Nope.
Okay. But do you wanna get fit?
Yeah? Yeah? Health-wise?
Why?
To last long. I mean, to
last longer
be
in life.
more fit.
Yes, so that you don't die earlier.
And that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And to look like a beast. Yeah. Because
Don't you look like a beast at the moment?
I look like Shrek. Like a sexy colored Shrek.
I mean, you don't have to say sexy before Shrek. Shrek is already
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
the peak masculinity.
Someone did that line as a speech for the student council elections.
I hope they won.
They did not.
Oh.
Nobody liked
Oh, I
it.
remember that. Remember that.
You know who it was.
can't remember who it was.
Oh,
The
is
Mexican
people we
man.
know?
Yeah.
The Mexican man.
The Mexican man.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know what you guys are referring to.
Jose Alejandro.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
So speaking of speeches,
It was cringe.
yeah. Did you guys never
Did you
run for school council?
I ran for school council.
I spoke to Declan about this. We're speaking about like it's a popularity contest almost.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, it is about how good your speech is. Like I mentioned before, our friend Jordan did it in 3 languages. Like you deserve to be on there because I don't know if you're a good leader, but you
3
spoke in 3
languages.
languages.
My
you know,
word.
that
is impressive.
Think about it. That's what the presidents do, especially in our country.
True.
To all the, you know.
Although, do our presidents speak Afrikaans?
Of course.
Yeah, but it's obviously
Settle.
almost all politicians have that charisma,
To
Mm.
you know,
Yeah. To
and
get the
that
message
self-interest.
across.
Obviously,
Yeah.
good people don't go into politics. Just
That-
that is.
Yeah.
I have an auntie who's doing
I also
politics.
have an auntie that's in
So-
politics.
You need to
Damn.
check their closets for skeletons.
Interesting.
But she
I'm
was
just saying.
arrested, so. That is valid.
Well, that just proves I'm right.
Sorry, why was your auntie arrested?
Some
Drugs.
corruption charge. Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up, guys.
That's I'm glad she's been put away. I know she's your auntie, but corruption we can't be having that. You know.
I mean,
It's like Trevor Noah said, man. South Africa, we go sort of overboard with our corruption. Other countries, they have a tender for 10 bridges, they steal 9. We have a tender for, they build 9 and steal 1, and then we do the inverse.
but we used to do that before, you know.
We don't. No, the 1996 bridge, right? We don't.
Okay, fair enough.
We were not alive. We didn't know what happened.
Okay.
No, just to keep everything, you know,
Politically
correct and
correct.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get
Don't
sued.
want Stan to get hijacked or something.
So
Don't know who
we call
listens.
you Stan just so that the people know who you were referencing. But your name is?
Nate.
What's my name?
I asked you.
Puppy Cyril
What's my
on
name?
Discord calls.
Hey, Papi Cero.
Nice. His name is Nathaniel.
Oh,
There you
Nate.
go.
I
Nate.
should call you Nate more often.
Just call me Nate more.
I don't like Nate as a nickname. I
It's
don't
a
think
white
it suits
nickname.
you. It's
That's all.
no, I know a UFC fighter named Nate Diaz or something. And
You don't look like a UFC fighter.
I mean, you could look like a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
After
If
you know,
if you went into the gym, follow the Sigma Male grind set.
Sigma Male Grindsets.
But
Can we speak more about the Sigma Male Grindsets?
okay, this is a meme, guys.
Okay.
It's not serious at all. If you genuinely believe in the alpha beta sigma nonsense, I urge you to seek therapy.
It's the men's version of star sign nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like the girls have the I'm an asparagus.
I'm an asparagus,
you know?
Scorpio, blah blah. I'm
Aquarium.
a scorpion.
Yeah.
I'm a
Not
fit-
just goals. I'm a Sagittarius, Sam. I embrace it. Come and judge me, yeah. What's wrong with you?
What does that say about you?
I'm a loyal guy. I am a lover. I'm very passionate. Yeah. So.
You know, this isn't a Tinder profile, though. This
no,
is
it's
So, what's the reason that you looked this up? Is it so you could talk to other girls?
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
100%.
sense.
There's a lot of Cape Town girls.
See,
Love
but
that
then
stuff.
you don't really believe in it because you just do
No,
it.
it's fake. It's nonsense. It works, eh? It works in conversation.
So it's fake. So then, okay.
So the Sigma Male Grindsets is what,
And
Jaden?
if you match,
So as far as I know, according to the literature behind it, there's a beta, there's an alpha. Alpha's the leader. Sigma transcends all that.
Okay.
And he doesn't care,
Yeah.
she doesn't care about what others think of them, and does whatever they want to. They do the unexpected.
I see.
They do more than meets the eye or whatever. Or I don't know how to.
They're
phrase
working
that.
like behind the scenes.
behind the scenes, exactly.
While everyone
So,
is gone to bed.
While you guys are at parties, the
Yeah.
Sigma male is trading on Forex, you know? While you are out taking a bath, he is unwashed for 4 days, working out 7 days a week, 25/7.
So he's sacrificing his social life, but you don't see the gains that he's actually making.
Exactly. That's the Sigma male. Right?
Okay. So that's like been a running joke in our friendship group where it's like every time you are doing something that somebody else thinks is like, what? Like you're on the... Also just pursuing money. I think that's a big part of the Sigma male grind
Whenever
set.
someone makes money, it's a Sigma male
And
grind
they call it the grind set because...
Grind set, because you're grinding, yeah.
Yeah. That's the mindset that you're on all the time.
Even if
Grinding
you're getting
mindset.
fit, you are on the Sigma male grind set. Like
But it's funny enough because there are people like this that exist. I know it's a joke and whatever, but
for us.
there's people that
On the grind.
I heard a story about a friend of a friend who was at a party who literally brought a book to the party and sat in the corner and read his book.
See,
during
so
the party.
that's the point. So he doesn't care about what everybody else is thinking of him.
He rejects your expectations.
He rejects.
So speaking of this whole Sigma male grind suite now, and running themes within our friendship group, there's something that I wanted us to do, man. So I go on Instagram sometimes, and then I see the groups of males, no? And look, if there's a girl that wants to join us in these activities, by all means, feel free. But I see these guys like they get into bathrooms in public. This is sounding very seedy. But they go into these bathrooms and then they sing sea shanties.
Okay, I see.
And the acoustics is so good. And I feel like we have the potential to make a good sea shanty singing friendship group. I want to know your thoughts on this. Can we make my dreams come true at some point?
No.
Sure.
Crush your dreams.
Yeah, that's probably is from both of us.
But we don't have to be. We don't have to do it for clout.
Stan saying no because of the mic in front of his face, but he'll do it.
Do you think Nathaniel changes when he's around just the two of us versus
if there's a female of any type around us, he changes so much.
Nathaniel, do you change?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Gotta, get on the grind.
So wait. So you think what when you see a female that's attractive?
The spot is PG, so I'll not say anything.
Okay, what do you think about yourself when you are around a girl like that?
All the way.
But then are you not confident when you're just around the two of us? Because I'd argue you're
Is
way
this-
more confident around the two of us than...
He feels there's not a need
Yeah.
to be outspoken and funnier. Like, you see, he becomes more disagreeable just because...
Yeah. Like so this podcast would be an example of a girl being around because there will be females that listen to this. So are you not being yourself now?
No. I'm not. But not in a bad way. So
Okay, now elaborate.
I'm just, in the vibes, feeling the vibes, talking and, answering.
I've never heard someone say less with words than you didn't say anything.
You'll see it like when I'm talking to a girl, and then you'll see it and experience it.
And experience it.
Experience it, yeah.
That's interesting. We've gone out a couple of times.
Oh, are we talking about Amara?
Yeah.
We don't know her, so that's a fake name.
Yeah, I mean, she could be.
Wait, what?
Might well be. We went out to Cavendish.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time we've spoken about
Cavendish
this. We referenced it in
South
the...
Africa, for some context.
Okay.
Do you want
For
people
international
to...
fans. We love you, international fans.
Yes,
But carry on, Sam.
Oh, context. Thank you. We went to Cavendish. There's this thing called cold approaching. And what cold approaches are is you find someone that you have never met. They don't know you from a bar of soap. And you speak to them. And the goal of cold approaching is maybe to get a number and to initiate some sort of male-female flirting and romantic vibes. Yeah. And so, we decided, okay, we're gonna cold approach. Not as we didn't go to the mall to do that. We aren't
Yes, we
creepy.
did. We went there twice. First mall we went to was Kanawak. Didn't get anything. We went to Cavendish.
Okay.
But continue.
We don't go to these places with the express purpose of doing this. We go there because we want to hang out, and then that's like a side objective.
100%.
So far, I've been using the word "we." I don't know why. I'm the only one that does this.
Yeah?
Nathaniel and Jaden.
Because you feel the need to do it.
Maybe.
Right, Sam?
We are on the Sigma Mill Grindset. Our main objective first. You understand?
Just give the bag.
There we go.
There we go.
The two of them stand around and talk to each other about why didn't you go talk?
I mean, we don't do that. We
lady by the
watch-
elevator. Do you remember?
We don't say why.
What lady by
didn't
the
you?
elevator? Cavendish.
Yeah.
No,
No, but when we
That
were
was the
with
waterfront.
Bruce,
That was waterfront. Yeah.
We don't say
Waterfront.
why. You know the girl that had the like a jumper or jersey on.
Okay, that doesn't
That was
help me
for
at all.
Woolies. She went to Woolies and then she.
Yeah, okay, there's
Point
one.
is, did you guys talk? Okay. So.
No, it like the
So
thing.
I
is,
decided, okay, because it's a personal choice. It's not like we put a gun to your head and say, "Yay, go talk
I
to people."
mean,
So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do the cold
I want to
approaching
eat.
now.
that's what
So I
I'm
spoke to someone at Canal Walk, and I spoke to someone at just Canal Walk,
No?
and and Waterfront,
and Cavs.
and
There's
yeah,
only
we're getting cabs
there's
is
only
like
cabs.
the pinnacle, you know.
Oh,
But then I spoke to them, but I just had a conversation with him. Didn't ask for their numbers. So this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing around now, you know.
Yo, that was such a...
yo, it is funny.
I'm gonna just
You-
go up to this girl and
Yo.
just ask her for a number. And
That
you
she
know,
listens to this.
so if she does listen to this,
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize, girly. Yo, I really.
Girly.
I lied. He doesn't have social anxiety. He was just weird at that time.
Yo.
So I went up to her. I said, I'm looking for help.
Baby.
Jaden's cringing here next to me. He can't even look me in the eyes as I'm speaking.
Control
did-
yourself, my boy.
It's more so what you did afterwards when you
Yeah.
ran. Okay, you know.
Hey, don't let him explain it. Let
Ran
him
is a strong
explain
word.
the whole
So
story.
I said, I'm looking for something, looking for help. She thought I meant help, as in to buy things. I said, I'm looking for your name and your number. And I gave her my phone by the contacts page, so she could put in her name and her
His
number.
voice was not this steady.
Oh no,
okay.
yeah. Oh, the voice was
It
doing,
was-
doing like. It was doing sort of like a hovering thing, because I was nervous. I was like halfway through, like my brain. Listen, every sinew in my body was telling me not to do this, and I decided to do it anyway because I think a healthy dose of screw it is a good thing in your life. Anyway, so I went through with it, and she just looked at me like. First she was confused, then it dawned on her what was happening, and then she was like, nah, that's not going to happen. And then I was like, fair enough. And
you say fair
then-
enough.
Yeah, I think I said fair enough.
Hectic.
And then I
Okay.
promptly turned around, walked straight out of the store.
You ran
No,
out of the
No,
store.
no, I didn't run.
What we
I
usually do
walked.
is like a slow walk.
This was a brisk
so ran is very much appropriate because you were
Yeah.
you were like
You wanted to get
speed
out of there.
walking.
Okay.
From what I saw, because I tried to call you, you looked behind and you didn't stop.
Did I?
Yeah, so you motored out the way.
Pain. I was dealing with a lot at the time, Jaden.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you even ran to the food court. It was
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
opposite
saying.
end of the. Okay,
Run.
let's not.
Nah,
Okay,
food goods like down the road.
Nah.
jogged.
But I was waiting. I messaged them. There was like 4 or 5 messages. I was like, guys,
Come here.
I really need
I need
a
emotional
system.
support.
You know, I need
Emotional
people
damage.
around me that can console me, that can let me know everything's gonna be okay.
We did not do that. We roasted him after that.
Yeah.
as
like
good,
relentlessly.
as good friends do for
Yeah.
months.
A month.
Not for months.
I mean, Nathaniel still uses it now and again.
Not actually.
Run
I
away,
mean, like.
boy.
mm,
But yeah, so that was. So remember in the episode 1, I spoke about my heart getting burnt.
was
That
that?
was that was
Oh.
me
Oh, is that that?
approaching
Oh.
and getting shut down. And let's just say I don't look upon the incident with a lot of like, hey, good dance. You know, I
should.
more look upon it as
I do because that was funny. It was really
I look
funny.
upon it as
Just
like
the fact that you ran
ugh,
away.
that's a
man.
bit a bit
Yeah.
cringe. But listen, it's
It's
part
good.
of life. Eh?
Yeah, no, well done.
I'm just
Well done.
trying things
Ah,
out
not well
here, to be
done.
honest.
Didn't get a number. Because she was sweet. Well, not sweet.
Oh,
but
she was a
just-
bit soft
So
spoken.
tell us what
No.
happened afterwards.
We sat down with Sam. I told him I'm gonna go back to that girl. I'm gonna go speak to her. Not like confront. I'm just gonna see what she's like. And
Sorry, my response to that was, please don't.
I ignored that request. Did it anyway. Told him just wait here. And so Stan and I walked because Stan wanted to
Go back to, I wanted to, find my
Stan wanted
friend.
Find some other person that might have worked
there.
there. No confirmation that she did. And we spoke to her. I just said hi. Spoke to her, asked her what her name was, and then explained. I made up some lie that Sam has social anxiety and that he was weird for that reason. And then
I appreciate you coming through for me.
yeah, and then she got too close to me, so I backed away.
What?
Anyway, and then I ended the thing there. After I got the name, I was like, okay, thank you so much. See you. Bye bye. And then Stan took to her.
Yeah, and I just asked her if she knew the person that I was looking for. She didn't, so that was a bust. But she was like normal, like normal person.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you ran away. But yeah.
I mean, look, if you're in that situation, maybe you'll feel differently. It's funny because you said when you first approached her, she looked like.
Oh yeah, she was doing that.
Like
yeah,
she was.
Yeah, she was like looking up.
But I imagine
chest
it's
and
almost like
Yeah, but she came a bit.
like if two strange men approach you.
No, but she works there, so it's normal.
Well, there are creeps that go up to you and ask you for your number.
That's
So,
true, eh?
But
You know,
I mean,
Very true.
Probably your guard is
depends how
probably
you
up.
ask.
You think?
Also,
Yeah,
I didn't like
definitely.
the way you.
Yeah, no, I don't like it either. But how would you ask, Nathaniel?
Just ask her for a number. If she says no, then just move on.
Ask me for my number quickly. Just, I
Hey,
want to
Sam,
do a trial run.
looking so sexy
Okay,
today.
that's
so sexy.
Yeah.
Like the sweater that you have on. I just wanna, But I'll keep it PG for now. But I'm gonna need your number then. She said,
Are you seduced?
Are you gonna give me your number?
Are you flattered?
Are you gonna give
In
me your
any way?
number?
I mean, if that doesn't
You're
work,
giggling.
then nothing will.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Simple.
Please don't take this advice literally. If you get sued
Whoever's-
as a result,
Whoever's out there.
this podcast will
listening to
not
me.
be held liable.
Sigma males get sued for the fun of it, just by the way. So-
You don't pay the money.
Do it anyway. Your legal fees are expensive, guys. I had my law teacher.
Oh,
She explained,
that legal fees
Yeah.
are.
it will bankrupt your cook.
Yeah.
Mm.
So because I have like a list of topics normally that I prepare per guest.
Mm-hmm.
For this episode, the last topic on there was eating a bumpy outside.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now the reason why I did that is because Jaden messaged on the group the other day, said, "I'm eating a bumpy outside," and it was like 9 p.m. 9:30.
Mm.
Why are you eating bumpies outside at 9:30?
It was hot on that day though.
Yeah, but it was cooler. It was cold at night. The wind was out.
Mm.
Howling. Blah 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 blah.
Mm.
There's
But
no
this was
reason.
Friday.
I just did it for the fun of it.
Okay, did you guys buy like wholesale bumpies?
No, why did I have a bumpy? My sister bought like 20 rands worth of chappies. Now then I told her, can you get me a bumpy? She said she bought like 3 bumpies.
Does your sister like deal drugs on the side or something? Where
I
is she getting?
have no idea. That's
Yeah.
her business.
The
I
student
don't-
lifestyle doesn't
I
give
don't
me
ask.
enough money for chappies.
Mm.
But by that nomination, you don't know, eh?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I like kept putting the bumpy, pulled it out, but then I forgot about it. So then it would melt, and I put it back in the freezer. This happened like 3 times because I kept getting distracted, like with dogs and whatever. And then it was 9 o'clock. I remembered the bumpy in the freezer. I was like, okay, it's now or never. And so
Because tomorrow doesn't exist.
yeah, obviously.
Tomorrow's not. Well,
It's not
well,
guaranteed.
Yes,
There
this
we
is
go.
true.
So I went outside and ate the bumpy in the cold. Also, it was too lazy to get up and get a jacket, so I just sat in the cold.
That's yeah. I like that. You know what? I was thinking the other day because my brother and I were driving to play
Just
soccer.
pineapple flavored.
Sis.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion,
This isn't
Stan.
a bumpy. It's a bunny lick.
Okay,
What's a bunny lick?
but those are the thin.
Because old people talk about bunny licks all
bunny
the time.
licks.
You
Old
don't
people.
get the pineapple bumpy
Yes, you do.
from the same
You've
company
eaten-
that makes the apple bumpy.
No,
Catty
No.
does pineapple bumpies, the yellow one.
It's not the same company. There's only one
Anyway,
true
it doesn't
bumpy.
matter. Point is, we were driving and there was a guy singing that song by Cisco.
Kumbaya.
Sing for us.
Sing for us.
That dong. You're
gonna get copyrighted now.
Oh, sorry. Legal fees, yeah.
Telling you.
So he was singing the thong song. And he's a grown guy, like, he looked like a construction worker in his 40s. I say that because he was wearing overalls. He's not like a type of person that looks like a construction worker.
Could be an undercover boss, Sam.
Like a crime boss.
No.
Oh, like okay.
A little undercover
Been
boss.
watching too much. That's a lie. I don't watch movies. So then, this guy was singing the thong song, and he was just singing it and like moving to the song, and his windows were down in his bucky, and I just thought, like, I love that. I love when people do things that they want to do. Like, obviously, if it's not, infringing on other people's experiences, like, by all means, put the thong song on and sing it. Because life is short. And do the things that you really want to do. That's why I have a podcast, is I want to sit down with people and talk to them and listen to it obsessively once they leave.
Hectic.
Sounds like a fetish, eh?
It's to dampen the loneliness, the void.
Sounds worse.
Yeah, I know. Talking nonsense. But not about the actual philosophical stuff. I genuinely believe, like, you should do the things that make you happy. I was
like asking for milk when you have coffee, Sam.
Asking for milk from restaurants.
Yeah. The thing that they're referencing is we were at a coffee shop and I ordered a mocha. No, this was before I drink mochas now, guys.
We know this.
Basic goal.
I only drink mochas now because Jay and Stan introduced me to this lifestyle, and now when I go to coffee shops, I order mochas.
This is the only reason he thinks he's cultured.
It's almost like it's like a hot chocolate, but it's sophisticated, you know. Sophisticated. Not like that Nestle.
Literally is hot chocolate.
And so before I ordered mochas, I ordered an Americano, which is how the Americans say it. And then there wasn't enough milk.
There was no milk.
Yeah.
Not enough. There was no milk.
No milk is the same as not enough milk.
Okay.
No.
So then I wanted milk. But then I told my friends, yo guys, this black coffee is not doing it for me. I prefer liquid deep.
Nice.
I said, I want milk, but I don't want to ask the guy for milk. And they're like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? Just ask him for milk. So then Nathaniel called the guy over and then told me to speak to the guy. And then I said, if you could, if you want to, can you bring like milk?
Some
if
milk
that's okay.
for my friend, please. Yeah.
And then they're like, why are you being for sin? Like, just ask the guy. Because but you guys take it too far sometimes. Well, maybe not so much you, Jaden, but Nathaniel. Sometimes you take it too far with the entitlement with
what do you mean?
Workers at restaurants and places.
It's true.
You're like a Karen, bruh.
Yeah, you should be.
He messages us in the group chat to say, these people at Burger King.
Yeah, but it's true.
I've been waiting here for 20 minutes. It's like 20 minutes is the default time to wait.
Look at last night.
Every time we are out, you will complain about something. Doesn't matter if it's coffee, if it's chips, if it's anything.
You saw it happen last night.
You're
telling me you wouldn't complain.
What happened last night?
I'd be fine with the coffee
for like 40 minutes.
3/4 of the way.
No, not the coffee.
What's this?
The Asian place. Place.
Did you complain?
No, but because I was with the boys.
But
you were waiting 40 minutes for one order.
Yeah, you were.
And there's no one else there.
Last night was interesting. Last night, Nathaniel photobombed a family trying to take pictures of their children.
So he's not ready.
You seriously, you have this cone view. You don't look like beyond what's in front of you. It's funny. Because I saw it happening. I was like, let's see where this goes. And the lady gave me such a dirty look, like it's my fault. Like I didn't tell you.
I saw it happening, but I thought it's funny if he photobombs the family pictures.
I think he does it to kids exclusively as well, because we were walking and this child was like not minding where it was going and he just walked into the kitchen straight away.
Shame.
like you almost stumbled, and the parents like look back, but it's like a group of teenage guys, so they're not gonna say anything, like just in case, you know.
No man, Nathaniel.
That's funny.
Funny too. Yeah, and then we went to the casino. Well, we were at Grand West, but we went into the casino section.
Yes.
I
was guarded 4 times.
They let
The
me
same
and Nathaniel
people.
walk through. We just, gave our hands. They sanitized our hands. They said, "Good evening, sirs," or whatever. When Jaden came,
I can sue them because I didn't have an
Zappa
ID
Putti.
on me,
You
so
could,
I can
Good.
tell them.
defamation of character.
yeah, but they stopped this man 4 times
It's
at
the
the
same
entrance
people.
of the casino.
You think you'd remember the one like young guy trying to get in?
Maybe it's the
Young.
prednisone. The
P-R-E-D.
prednisone.
Prednisone.
Small
Maybe
white
the
tablets,
chubby
right?
cheeks have.
Small
Yeah.
white tablets.
I had to take like 16.
Yeah, that's the usual
Jeez,
dosage.
that's
That
intense.
was small. It's okay.
But then after eventually they let him through. This man showed his student card, and lady's like, "Nah, that's not you." Like, who is carrying around someone else's student card? Anyways, then we went into the casino, which I can only describe as depressing, as like sad, but there's lights, so you sort of like temporarily forget that this is a sad establishment, and not the establishment per se, but just like the individuals that are there. It's like, I don't know, man. It just gives off this this gloomy. It's all like old colored ladies in their 60s.
Stanford's right in, by the way. Like he blends in.
He
the people.
did look, because he went to stand to watch a poker game, and he was like peering over their shoulders, and it just he looked
The
like
shame
the
that's sad gods.
That's it, God.
That's sad gods.
what so you could see the different people's cards, but then you can just like, whisper in the other one's ear that we don't have it,
No, but obviously cameras around. So.
I don't think. What did you guys say? It was like 10 rand sticks. I don't think they care.
You know how quickly a poker game is if you fold.
Okay, I don't know the.
We've played poker many times.
Yeah, but
so-
online for fake money.
But it's the same thing. We've started with 100 credits
Okay.
and you lost.
Okay, fair enough. I suppose money is money. People would be protective over it. You don't want to lose it. But yeah, it was a very eye-opening experience in terms of like, I'd rather don't go down that road. We used 5 rand.
We won 10
used
cents.
5
Well,
rand.
Nathaniel used 5 rand.
Yeah.
I wanted 10 cents.
Did we win 10 cents?
Did we?
Hmm?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you just gambled it all the way.
No,
Lost everything.
I wanted 10 cents.
1 and 10 cents
Jeez.
from a 5 rand. That's
Pretty good.
That's winnings.
Good returns.
But the reason we theorize on the way back, as we conclude, that the Lord stopped us from winning.
Amen.
Why did the Lord stop us from winning?
So the devil wouldn't have his hold over us
Amen.
through the addiction.
Amen. Because it only takes one win
There we go.
to
pull
hook
in.
you.
And then
And then
You're
next week
addicted.
we had Grand West again. And then the next weekend we had Grand West again. Eventually we start going during the week.
point is, get a real addiction. Like tuck. Now, I understand tuck. Because
Actually, helps
the
your
levels
body.
of ecstasy you feel when you do tuck is something that's you will never ever approach anything near.
Yep.
Like do anything else. It's all downhill from there.
Nice.
A real addiction also, maybe caffeine, sugar, like
Coffee
the
for
Americans do.
win.
They are cultured in a way.
Yeah. Too much coffee can really...
No.
Not Rick coffee. Anything besides Rick coffee. If you are addicted to Rick coffee,
You have a
also seek help.
problem. You have a problem.
On that piece of wonderful wisdom, thank you very much for
Thank
coming on
you,
the
Sam.
podcast. We shall do more of these in future.
Special guests.
Recurring. We should also get on here and play some games. And I'll probably do like one of those Instagram polls where it's like, what should we play? And then one person's going to respond and that person will then control my podcast.
Okay, now I'll say it afterwards. Never mind.
But yes, thanks very much for coming on.
It's a pleasure, Sam. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the water and the food. It's been lovely.
Okay.
And, nice service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha,
for
for
listening.
recording us.
Shout out to Samantha.
You never say thank you. Just saying.
I've said it before.
Okay.
But thank you.
Don't say it often enough.
There you go.
Thank you for
We all want to be
listening.
appreciated.
Thank you for listening
It's this guy.
to Honesty Hour. Have a lovely day further. Bye.